The hotel where pop star Liam Payne has been stormed by cops.
Because he would always message me ever since we broke up, like, oh, I'm not well, I'm gonna...
In this video, we will be going through serious topics like the end. If you can't handle those type of topics, please click off and click on one of my other videos, because I have more lighthearted videos out there, trust me, that you'll rather watch instead of this. If you don't know what's happening over in the music/entertainment space, Liam Payne, a former One Direction member, has died in a hotel room, and this happened a few days ago. We're gonna be going through some new proof that came out of what happened before his death and what could have led to it. Keep watching to the end, because this new stuff is really serious and we all can learn from his mistakes, and nobody should ever go out like this. Now, an article published by BBC, they report on his death. One Direction star Liam Payne dies after a balcony fall. He after falling from a balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm going to be reading out this article, and then I have two other articles from ABC News and CBS News. I'm going to be saying my opinion throughout the articles. Liam Payne, the former One Direction star, has died aged 31 in Argentina after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires, police say. In a statement, police said they discovered Payne's body after an emergency crew responded to a call in an upscale neighborhood of Palermo on Wednesday. On Thursday, police in Buenos Aires said a preliminary autopsy suggests Liam Payne died from an external and internal bleeding injuries. Police inspected the area where Liam Payne fell and found items including alcohol and a phone. Medication was found in his room. According to the police in Buenos Aires, officers at the scene were initially responding to reports of an aggressive man who have been under the effects of drugs and alcohol. When they arrived at the hotel, officials were told a loud sound had been heard in the interior courtyard. Soon after, they discovered the body there. A police investigation was then launched. Emergency Medical Services Director Alberto Crescenti told local media that Payne had suffered serious injuries and an autopsy will be carried out. Mr. Crescenti declined to answer questions about the circumstances of Payne's fall from the balcony. The star's body has been transferred to a morgue in the city. Police in Buenos Aires confirmed on Thursday that an inspection of the scene where Payne fell has been carried out on the hotel ground floor. They said that a bottle of whiskey, a lighter, and a mobile phone were found. Police said everything indicates that the musician was alone when the fall happened, and that he had died at the scene, and there was no injuries that suggest a third party were involved. In their hotel room where Payne was staying, staff found total disorder, including various items broken. They said this included several packets of medication, including clozapam, as well as an over-counter medication. A notebook and passport were also found at the scene. Evidence and fingerprints have also been collected, and the room balcony has also been inspected to establish access to it. 5 witness statements were taken by the police on the night, 3 from hotel employees and 2 from women who had been in room with Payne earlier, but were not there at the time of the fall. Payne posted on Snapchat just hours before the incident saying, "It's a lovely day out here in Argentina," but the video was earlier in the week where he had spent his time with his girlfriend Kate Cassidy. The UK Foreign Office confirmed it was touched with authorities in Argentina regarding reports of the death of a British man. No further details were given. Once news of his death broke, fans began gathering outside the Buenos Aires hotel where the death took place, prompting the police to cordon off the entrance. Some lit candles in his memory. "I was in my living room and my sister told me Liam died," a young fan named Violetta Antier told Reuters news agency. "We couldn't believe it. We came here directly to confirm if it was true." And Mrs. Antier said she saw Payne at Niall Horan concert just 2 weeks ago. Another woman cried as she explained why she had come to the hotel, telling Reuters in Spanish, "This is the only way I have to say goodbye to him." One Direction had a global success with hits as What Makes You Beautiful and Story of My Life, while Payne enjoyed some solo success after the band announced in 2015 that they were gonna go on a hiatus the following year. In August this year, Payne was announced as a judge on a new Netflix talent show alongside former Destiny Child singer Kaylee Rowland. He began a relationship with Girls Aloud star Cheryl Tweedy in 2016, and they had a son, Bear, the following year. The couple split in 2018. The BBC has seen a cease and desist letter against the singer earlier this week from another of Payne's former partners, Maya Henry. It pertains to alleged aggressive egregious conduct. She had posted on her social media accusing him of repeatedly contacting her. Payne did not respond to the accusation. So from this article, it says that Liam Payne was under the influence or on drugs. There were some accusations of him being pushed, but apparently that wasn't true. There wasn't people who thought that was true, that he was actually murdered, but that didn't actually happen. What happened was that he was apparently under the influence because there was medication and alcohol in his room, and those are just some things that should never mix. But we actually got information of what he was under the influence of, which is something really serious, and something that the diddler Puff, he actually used. We're gonna be finding out about it in this article by ABC News. Liam Payne had multiple drugs in the body at the time of death. Sources: toxicology test results providing some insight into Liam Payne's tragic last week. Partial autopsy found a former One Direction singer who, at 31, had multiple substances in his system when he fell to his death from the third floor balcony of his hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina on October 16th. Sources tell the ABC News substances included pink, a recreational, typically is a mix of several drugs including amphetamine, caffeine, MDMA, and others, as well as cocaine, diazepam, and an improvised aluminium pipe to ingest was also found in his room, according to the sources. Payne's body will remain in Argentina until the autopsy is complete, sources also told ABC News. Prior to Payne's death, hotel officials called authorities and asked them to send someone with urgency due to the guest said drunk with drugs and alcohol. We need to send someone with urgency because I don't know if the guest's life is in danger because he is in a room with a balcony and we are afraid he could do something that threatens life, the worker told emergency services. When authorities arrived approximately 7 minutes later, Payne's body was found in the inner courtyard of the hotel. We already read this out. But as we just read out in the first line, he was on something called pink, which is also something that Sean Combs, Puff, was known for using. He loved that, and it's actually coming out in the case that's against him that he used that a lot. And it's a mix of different drugs that is used with food coloring, like they put food coloring to make it pink, and there can be like fentanyl, caffeine, MDMA, all these dangerous drugs that could really genuinely. I don't know if we talked about this before on the channel about like caffeine or all this stuff, but it's genuinely one of the most dangerous in the world. Like I think fentanyl is like the 5th or 4th most dangerous in the world. Everybody knows about how dangerous fentanyl is. It's not a secret. So he was on this while also being drunk. It was a recipe for disaster, and it really shows that is the worst thing to happen to like society. I swear, are so horrible and you should never use them, no matter the capacity, because it can really fuck you up, especially mixing them with like alcohol. I mean, you can drink a glass of wine, but chugging a half of whiskey and then taking some pink, it's really bad. Like pink coke. It's really a sad situation seeing such a young man die. He was 31. I mean, he had a child. Oh, okay. Wait, this shows an image of Liam Payne. This is one of the last apparent photos of Liam Payne before he died. And yeah, no, it just looks like he's tired. It's a really sad way to go off. I hope the best for him and his family. I've seen it from some of his fans. I mean, personally, my sister used to be a One Direction fan. She hasn't said anything about it, but I have a lot of friends that used to be One Direction fans, and it's a sad situation for everybody involved. His family, his fans, the workers at the hotel, everyone who's involved in the situation is feeling bad right now, and it's always sad to see another artist go. Yeah, so many artists just keep in the recent years. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Don't abuse drugs. Stay close to your family. I've been blabbering too much.